to a little extent. But what the Reverend Jackson said and what the Reverend Sharpton has also said is, I look at this network, MSNBC, and it's all white, all night. 3 p.m. to midnight, it's all white all the time. And about that, Reverend Jackson's right. And the Reverend Sharpton is right. Is there a black anchor on any of the 3 evening newscasts? Is there a black anchor on CNN in prime time? Is there a black anchor on MSNBC in prime time? No, there's not. Now, why would that be? Reverend Jackson has a brilliant point here. Why would this CNN, MSNBC, the home of good liberals? These are the crème de la crème. These are the most sensitive among us. These are drive-by media liberals. These are the ones who understand the struggle, the civil rights struggle. They're down for that struggle. They're doing everything they can to promote racial harmony and equality and so forth, except in their own houses. Jackson and Sharpton are right. Somebody has to lose their job at CNN and at MSNBC in order to make room for a black anchor. Who should it be? Who should lose their job next at MSNBC to make room for a black primetime anchor? Should it be Chris Matthews? Should it be Tucker Carlson? Should it be Joe Scarborough? Should it be Keith Olbermann? Who should lose their job? But more importantly, ladies, should any of these great men actually be fired for this? Where are their hearts? Why doesn't one of them simply resign so that a black can take his place? Show us the leadership. Don't sit there and point at everybody else as you lie and make up BS about people and call them racists when your own network is as lily white as anything you'll find in a rice paddy. Why don't you, one of you, take the courageous step and quit yourselves? Resign and say that you want your show taken over by a minority. Isn't it about time that you liberals, who preach to everybody else about what we must do, while you lie through your teeth about what we are, racist, sexist, bigot, homophobes, you're the ones who don't walk the talk. You're the ones who are not down for the struggle. You want everybody else to have to kowtow to your rules in life, but not yourselves. You will exempt yourself because you're too important. You're too elitist. And since you're not racist, it doesn't matter that a black is not on your network in prime time, because you all care about the plight of blacks. But you are not fooling the brilliant Reverend Jackson. And you are not fooling the semi-brilliant Reverend Sharpton. They understand that you are not down for the struggle. Right now, the Reverend Sharpton and Jackson are focused, they appear to be focused on NBC and CBS, and the reason is they are run by white liberals who are on the run. The Reverends have forced the suits, the execs at NBC and CBS on the run, and that's why they're pursuing them. Don Imus is not the point now. All of this has gone beyond Don Imus. And if the truth be known, the Reverend Jackson never cared about Imus. Imus is simply the latest straw man to advance the struggle to push his agenda. And I think the Reverend Jackson is right. I think Keith Olbermann or Chris Matthews should be replaced with a minority. There is inequality in front of the camera, prime time, throughout the NBC broadcast schedule, or the MSNBC broadcast schedule. And they're the ones that are telling everybody else what they must do to make amends for all the inequality that exists where they work. All these good, sensitive, liberal hosts should resign. The point is, MSNBC and CNN and CBS are nowhere near equality. And they demand and preach to everyone else about. It's a matter of conscience as a matter of principle. So budding young black stars in the media and journalists can get their own shows. Someone, maybe two, need to resign at MSNBC. They don't have to be forced out. They should volunteer to get out, to show their compassion, to show their understanding, to demonstrate their leadership. I mean, MSNBC should have a staff that looks like America, like my staff does. I have a staff that looks like America. It's broad in more ways than one. It's diverse in more ways than one. What do we do, folks, after we take care of MSNBC? What do we do about those teams, other organizations that don't have non-black proportional representation? I suppose they should be changed to reflect Society too. Look, my point is, the networks, MSNBC, NBC, CNN, CBS, they're phony. They're phony, pontificating liberals. They need to start walking the walk. Hosts need to resign soon.